Hello YouTube, this is Julia Plaus, children's book author and child at heart. I wasn't planning on doing this, but someone on YouTube requested that I do a video on Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I don't have that much Yu-Gi-Oh merchandise, but I am a huge fan. I discovered Yu-Gi-Oh kind of by accident in, I guess it was 2002, so I was 13 and in 7th grade. I was actually more of a big Pokemon fan, still am. I'm a Pokemon master, let me just tell you that. I used to get up before school and watch Pokemon on Kids WB. And one day, it must have been a really important episode. It was probably a Master Quest, but I got up too early to watch Pokemon, and I knew if I went back to sleep, I would just sleep through it and miss it. So I was like, okay, I just gotta stay awake. I'll just watch this Yu-Gi-Oh show, whatever. And I really liked it. I was starting to laugh my ass off. It was pretty funny dialogue, and so it was Duelist Kingdom. So yeah, I got in on the first season, and did not give a crap about the card game at all, because it's like, okay, I already have a thing where you collect monsters and battle them. It's called Pokemon. So, but I just fell in love with the characters, and I loved their relationships, and the rest is history. Yu-Gi-Oh became my total obsession through middle school and high school. It was my segue into anime. I still don't like that much anime. I like the anime style of art, but I didn't watch that many animes. But let's see here. The first Yu-Gi-Oh magazine I ever got. Does this even have a date? Yes, 2002. So man, this is almost 20 years old. It's in pretty good condition for being that old. It's got character profiles and some episode summaries and some, price guides on the cards. Not that I cared about that. Here's another Yu-Gi-Oh magazine I've kept throughout the years. This one has some interviews with some of the voice actors. Wayne Grayson, who's Joey, Mark Thompson, who is Duke Devlin, and Mike Pollock, who is Professor Hawkins. And for some reason, they gave a bunch of pages to the voice of Serenity. Worst voice ever! Oh my gosh, I cannot stand her voice. I actually hated Taya a lot. I thought Taya was really annoying. And then when Serenity came on the show, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like 100 times worse. And I just, ugh. Her voice, it's like, that's not how humans sound, okay? Serenity, like, who was directing the show that when she auditioned and they were like, yes, that's the voice we want. Like, why? So annoying. Yeah, I don't think the manga was being published until I got to high school, but then I got all the, 1 through 6. There's actually supposed to be 7. I didn't get 7 because 6 ends with them going to Bakura's house and playing Monster World, and then all of Volume 7 is them playing that, and I just didn't care at all. I'm like, wait, this is all gonna be about them being in little miniature no. Actually, the first one I ever got was 2, because this is the one that introduces Kaiba's character, and Kaiba is my favorite. He's really hot. He was probably my first animated crush, or animated attraction, because I didn't want him for myself, but I was just at the age where I was starting to realize, like, guys are hot. And Kaiba's hot. And when I was in, let's see, it must have been like 2004, my sister went abroad to be an ESL teacher in Hungary, and she brought back this Hungarian Kaiba starter deck. Although I'm not even sure it's real, it might be counterfeit, because the back of the cards is red. This is not what they look like, so, I mean, like, I knew right away, I'm like, I don't think these are legit. These are also, like, they're, like, faded, and I mean, who cares? It's not like I'm ever actually going to play them. And I have some cards I found on the street. Some, these are legit because they do have the correct swirly background. And this one, I remember I found it, when this card, I found it on the street, it was completely covered over in black crayon. And, like, I don't know if you've ever done those art projects in school where you take a piece of paper and you draw, like, a colorful rainbow background, and then you go over it completely in thick black crayon or black pastel, and then you get a toothpick and, like, etch out a design, and you see the rainbow behind it. So that's what someone had done, and I was like, well, I know how this works, and I just, uncovered it. I don't know why I keep things that don't matter to me, but okay. I have the rest of these Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist. This is as far as I read in the manga, because after this, like, I'd already seen the show. Like, I know what happened, so I wasn't gonna pay money to read, except I'm kind of regretting it now. I kind of do want to read it. Oh well, Amazon exists. Oh yeah, one day my dad came home from work and just said, Julia, I know you like that Kaiba, so he gave me this lanyard, and it's got some pins, like, one just fell off, but this is the Sword Stalker, and then the rest, there's Brood Kaiser, Sagi the Dark Clown, and Kaiba himself. I never wore this because I don't know, I just didn't care that much to flaunt my Yu-Gi-Oh fandom all over the place. Although, I did have these two little holographic things of Mai and Joey. These came in boxes of cereal. It made me think of when Joey's dueling Bandit Keith, and he goes, ooh, the Intercontinental Champion. I could win a better prize than that in a box of cereal. Well, Joey, I agree with you. Now, these I actually did wear. When I was a freshman in high school, for all of high school, I had to wear student ID, like a lanyard and then the student ID, and I just thought, like, I'm just gonna add as much stuff as possible. So on my ID, I also had these, I had like a few other charms, I had my keys, I was just like, that's gonna be my thing, I'm gonna have like a bunch of stuff on my lanyard, and that was what I wore freshman year, and then, you know, then the next couple of years I got over it, and I was like, yeah, it's stupid to carry around all this junk. Oh yeah, and this one last piece of merchandise, oh, no, wait. First, here's this. I don't know what the hell this is. Someone out there tell me. I don't even know where it came from. It's like, it looks like a squashed bottle cap, and it's embossed with a triangle. Is this for, like, playing the game? Like, do you flip a coin? Like, what is this? It almost looks like a coaster for a very tiny drink, but okay, so also, but, yeah, I had to have this, even though I think I was probably like 17 when I got it, but I was just like, no, I need this. I'm never gonna play with it, but I need Kaiba. Now, from an artistic standpoint, this is a wonderful action figure. Look at how beautifully sculpted all the folds in the fabric are, and the way the fabric gathers at his knees and his ankles. That's, you know, I can appreciate that as an artist. And I mean, this outfit is so bizarre. When I first saw him wearing it, well, first of all, when in the past is present, when he's on, you know, he gets invited to the Egyptian exhibit, and he's wearing that ugly purple trench coat with the gold studs, I was just like, what the hell is he wearing? Ah, it was the ugliest thing I'd ever seen. And then, you know, then a few episodes, you know, well, just the only episode later, he's testing his dual disc and he's wearing this, and I was just like, God, what is the deal with Japan? What? Why? In anime, I didn't understand. I still don't. It's kind of badass, but it's also just so bizarre. Like, why do you need belts around your arm and your ankles? Why do you need a trench vest? Whatever. I mean, it does. It looks, like, really cool, but it's just confusing. And I actually prefer his Duelist Kingdom outfit from season 1, where it's just like the green shirt and pants with the collar flipped up and then the indigo trench coat over it. Like, that was fine. That was normal. And then he didn't wear another normal outfit until like season 5, the Kaiba Corp Grand Championship, where he had that white tuxedo thing. I'm like, okay, looking like a normal person again. Good for you, man. Let's see, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, okay, so Yu-Gi-Oh! My obsession was what got me into exploring the internet, and I mean, I already knew what the internet was, of course, but I had no reason to, like, be on it constantly until I discovered Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, must find more websites, must find more character profiles, I've gotta learn more, and it led me into fanfiction, which led me to fanfiction.net, where I have an account that I've had since I was 14. I am Chikorita Trainer 1, and my first bunch of stories were Yu-Gi-Oh! Stories. I haven't written anything in a while, though. Whatever. But, you know, hey, if it weren't for fanfiction, if it weren't for practicing writing online and getting feedback, I might not have had the confidence to write my novel, The Last of the Pitbulls, which I hope you will check out on Amazon. So, thank you for enjoying all my Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff with me. And, yeah, I don't play the card game, but I just love the characters.